Hey, everybody. Welcome to Prophetic Lifestyles with Bernard Bolton, and welcome to our Friday series on ministry and the marketplace. And I'm excited. I hope you're having an incredible season as Christmas is a few days behind us, Christmas 2023, and New Year's is a few days in front of us. And I want to extend to you a personal invitation to join me starting tomorrow. We'll be hosting a 3 day prophetic gathering Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I'm looking forward to you coming on and just getting a boost as we leave the Gregorian year of 2023 and move into the Gregorian year 2024. And of course, we'll be discussing on tomorrow as I'll be bringing the teaching message. We'll be talking about the years and how the Hebrew year, how the Gregorian year rather aligns with the Hebrew year and the significance of the year. All right. So look forward to you being with us tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. All right. So let me go ahead and I got a PowerPoint today because I wanted to share with you uh, trends that I see for ministry in the marketplace in 2024. Now, I don't consider myself an expert, but um, but I am an observer. I'm a watchman, and being a watchman, I just don't watch in the spirit realm. Of course, I watch in the spirit realm, but I also watch in the natural realm. And so I believe that these trends, I'm going to share 7 trends with us. I believe they're going to be very impactful. And so if you are in full-time ministry, vocational ministry, full-time, lifetime call on your life, I believe that this discussion is going to help you today. On the other hand, if you're in the marketplace, I believe that this discussion is going to help you. I happen to navigate between both. I'm in ministry. I'm moving into my 40th year in ministry in a few months, and I'm in the marketplace. And so I've kind of developed an understanding. Um, I've developed a way of thinking of how to navigate, and then as a ministry marketplace coach, I help those in ministry to navigate between their ministry and their role, their place in the marketplace. And then those who are in the marketplace who feel like called to ministry, I help them navigate as well. Okay, so here are here's the 7 trends that I want to communicate to us today. And the first trend is, of course, uh, digital expansion is going to continue. Okay. And what I mean by digital expansion, I'm talking about the integration of digital platforms and technology within ministry and the marketplace. This is going to continue to grow. There's going to be more digital products in ministry relating to faith issues, relating to the scriptures, Bible, relating to life with God, even in the prophetic. I happen to minister in the prophetic and minister in a prophetic community. And so there's going to be an increase of digital platforms and technology is going to continue to grow in both ministry and the marketplace. And I also see that many churches are going to continue emphasizing, of course, this is where all churches were during the pandemic, and this is where many marketplace businesses were. Many marketers became really well known and went to another level in the marketplace because of the pandemic. And so there's going to continue in the church, traditional church, denominational church, and then the movements of Holy Spirit, such as the apostolic and prophetic movement. There's going to continue to be an emphasis on online outreach. How do we reach people through YouTube? How do we reach people through Facebook, through Twitter, LinkedIn, even TikTok? I see a growing number of believers on TikTok. I'm going to share my opinions about that one day. All right. There's also going to be an emphasis on virtual congregational engagement. Okay. Because that's one of the things now. I say this, this may sound like a criticism, and it is, but it's coming from a pure heart. Many churches do not know how to bring the congregations together for engagement. And so through virtual expansion, many churches are going to embrace virtual congregational engagement. I knew when I was a pastor, most of the people in the congregation did not connect. They would go to church, they would sit in their section, and when church was over, they would leave. And there wasn't a lot of engagement, even though I myself, as the pastor, and then the leaders, we tried to make the congregation, more engaged with each other, to act more like a community and a family. And I don't believe that the churches I pastor were the only ones. There are many churches that don't know how to bring the congregation into engagement. So that's one of the trends I believe we're going to continue to see. And then many churches are going to adopt and adapt to innovative ways to reach a broader audience. And we are already seeing that, where many churches are reaching probably millions, maybe millions may be too far a number, but tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people are being reached through digital means. So digital expansion, that's something that you should be considering for your ministry and for your marketplace. All right. Every person in ministry and in marketplace should be on YouTube. All right. When the Lord told me to concentrate more on YouTube, he told me to start building my ministry on YouTube in 20, was it? Yeah, in 2021. Wow, and it's been like, all right, almost 3 years now. And so I left Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, even though I'm back on LinkedIn. I left all of the other Instagram. I left all of the other medias, and the Lord told me that to build on YouTube. And I have seen just some incredible. Right now I'm mentoring a young lady, phenomenal woman of God, mature, who found me on YouTube. Some of the greatest connections I've had in both ministry and the marketplace has come through YouTube. All right. And so look at expanding both your marketplace and your ministry. Okay. The lines between the physical and the digital spaces are going to continue to blur. All right. Number two, all right, there's going to be an increased emphasis on mental health. This is going to continue in 2024. And this is due in part to the rise in anxiety and depression. I'll never forget the news of the increase of suicides among teenagers during the pandemic. And having had a brother, my youngest brother died of suicide, killed himself in 1994 at the age of 15. I had a lot of empathy, and it kind of, when I heard that news, it re-engaged the pain from losing losing my brother to suicide. But with the rise of anxiety and depression that came, as many people were contained, confined, were pretty much prisoners in their own homes. Um, uh, Anxiety and depression became almost a norm. Now for me, I'm thankful to the Lord that I had a lot of freedom, and I continued to move throughout the pandemic. But for a lot of people, they couldn't, and so as a result of the emphasis on mental health, more churches and more businesses are going to be offering resources and support. Now, even though the pandemic is over, there is still an increase in anxiety and depression in society. People are being overtaken by this, okay? And it's not always spiritual. It's not, even though the church is dealing with it, the problem is not always spiritual. Sometimes the problem is it is in the environment, it is your lifestyle. It is, sometimes it can be a family, it can be a family thing. And so as a result of this, churches and businesses are going to increasingly offer resources and support to help people with their mental health, not just people who are in crisis, okay, but there's going to be a continual there's going to be a continued emphasis on helping people to maintain mental health. So because we don't want to just get to a place, we don't want to just get to a place where, you know, we only need help when we are in a place of anxiety and depression. All right. And so y'all excuse me, I got an important call, and so I need to text this person. All right, so we can expect to see, and listen, if that is an interest of yours, if you are a counselor, if you are a person who is empathetic, okay, then mental health is going to be a path for you, either in ministry, okay, as a counselor, or in the marketplace as a counselor, as a corporate counselor, or a school counselor, okay? And so we're going to see an increase of these type of services that are dealing specifically with mental health. We're going to also see businesses offering employee wellness programs, which will give their employees access to mental health professionals. All right, and so that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because if people are getting mentally healthy, and listen, we all need to be mentally healthy. And so don't wait until crisis come, but make sure that you're in a good mental place. And if you need a counselor, if you need a therapist, all right, don't be ashamed to reach out, whether it's in ministry or whether it's in the marketplace. All right, we're going to also, one of the trends that's going to continue into 2024 is remote work. All right, remote work in the marketplace, and then remote church. All right, so as the landscape is continuing to evolve and people staying home is more commonplace, and even organizational meetings, okay, like I'm part of a writers group here in Atlanta, and all of our meetings are virtual. Unfortunately, I haven't been to one, but excuse me, all right, but remote activity and remote life is continuing to be commonplace. And many businesses, even though many businesses are bringing the people back into the marketplace, into the office, there's still a lot of people who are offering many businesses will continue to offer flexible work arrangements, okay? And many ministries are going to maintain or focus on creating a sense of community and connection through remote activity. All right. Now, I know some of us who are old school, who grew up in church, was in church every Sunday, every Wednesday night, or whenever the church was meeting. That's a real challenge to us. But this is the trend, all right, that is just going to continue. Number 4, evolving ministry models. We're going to continue to see evolving ministry models where churches, religious institutions, communities of faith, denominational, non-denominational, traditional, non-traditional, they're going to continue to explore alternative models for ministry, even looking into hybrid church, which combines both in-person gatherings with virtual experiences. I'm actually a part of a ministry, the Scribal Conservatory Arts and Worship Center. We are hybrid. We are hybrid in that sense because we are now. We went back to the in-person gathering in July of this year, but we're still meeting online, which we have been doing since the pandemic. All right. And so in the midst of this hybrid kind of model, all right, there's going to be a greater focus on personalized guidance, personalized mentoring, and community building outside of the traditional church setting. In the traditional church, everything has to be done in the church. Traditional churches are still having challenges breaking out of that kind of mindset, but this evolving ministry model is going to create hybrid churches and is going to create community building outside of traditional church settings. Number 5, all right, we're going to continue to see the rise of purpose-driven businesses. More companies are going to integrate a sense of purpose with profit, okay? There's nothing wrong with being profitable, but many businesses are now beginning to look at what is our purpose? Why do we exist? What is our reason for being in the community? All right. And this trend is going to continue to see businesses aligning their purpose and their mission. The purpose answers the question, why do we exist? The mission answers the question, what are we doing? And so there's going to be an alignment of mission with causes that resonate. And we've been seeing this. Sometimes it's gone too far, though, but it's still to be purpose-driven in business still brings a new kind of business to the world. And so many causes that resonate with employees and customers. Because I think one of the problems we've seen in the past with some businesses, they were listening to their employees, but they were not listening to their consumers. And as a result, they lost a lot of customers. We saw that with one particular business. So in a purpose-driven business, you want to align your mission with causes that resonate with both the employee and the consumer. Not just one, but with both, okay? Which then leads to more strategies that then propels both the employee and the customer or the consumer. The purpose economy, the purpose-driven economy or the purpose-driven business is growing. It is growing because one of the reasons why it's growing is because as many people have walked away from traditional work and they've gotten more freer in their choices of what they want to do with their life, many people are now looking for work that is meaningful to them and that makes a difference in the world. And so this is leading to a rise of purpose, the purpose economy or the purpose driven economy, and so now many businesses are having a positive impact on society because they are being driven by their purpose and not just their profit. And again, there's nothing wrong with being driven by profit. That's why we're in the marketplace. Okay, we cannot do the things we want to do without being profitable, but we don't want to just be profitable. Many businesses now want to be purpose driven. All right. Number 6, there's going to be, here's a trend we're going to see: the integration of technology and faith. All right, where ministries are increasingly incorporating technology into their religious practices, their worship, their meetings. Many ministries are now utilizing apps, online platforms, and virtual reality to enhance their community or corporate experience, their ability to educate the Word of God or biblical truths, and also to bring connection. And so we're going to continue to see how many faith-based ministries are going to be using more technology in 2024 in order to reach more people. Here's the last one. We're going to continue. Here's another trend. We're going to continue to see the growth of artificial intelligence. AI is growing rapidly, and this will continue in 2024. And AI is being used in a variety of industries, including ministry and the marketplace. And so in ministry, AI is being used to develop chatbots that can provide pastoral care and can create personalized worship experiences. Now, personally, I'm not really sure if that's a good idea, but let's not throw away AI completely, because again, this can be a trend that can have very positive impact. All right. In the marketplace, AI is being used to automate tasks, improve customer service, and develop new products and services. I know I use AI quite a bit. It's been just a great help to me. And so the growth of AI is going to continue to have a significant impact on ministry and the marketplace. And many ministries and those in the marketplace will find ways to adapt to this new technology in order to stay relevant. I know many of you are looking at AI as the enemy, that it has come to destroy the world. We've been warned of that. But instead of looking at it as the enemy, we need to find ways that it impacts us and the things that we do and the people that we reach. All right. Number 8, there's going to be a continued growth. I thought 7 was my last one. I think this is my last one. There's going to continue a growth of the sharing economy. Now, the sharing economy is growing rapidly, especially with inflation, prices, regulations, and all of that stuff. And this is going to continue into 2024. Now, what is the sharing economy, in case you've never heard of that? It is based on the idea that people can share their resources with each other in a collaborative way so that they are sustained in the midst of this economy. It's happening here in Atlanta. Many people cannot afford apartments because many of these apartments are demanding that a person make 3 times the amount of the rent Many people are not at that level. And so instead of having their own apartment, they are finding a room in a house, and that is sharing. And many of these persons are coming together to share. All right. And so that is I think that's one of the most probably consistent examples of the sharing economy. But that's not the only one. Now, again, the growth of the sharing economy will continue to have an impact on ministry and the marketplace. All right, because again, both ministries and those in the marketplace will have to find new models, okay, in order to stay competitive and relevant. New models for both ministry and the marketplace. And I think one of those models will probably be the sharing of for ministries, just the sharing of buildings and land and such as that, and even a collaboration between marketplace and ministry in the sharing of resources so that people can be sustained, because the current economic season that we're in is looking very dire, and I don't know when it's going to end. All right, so again, so these are these are the 7 areas that I see continued growth. These are the 7 areas where I see trends that will take us into 2024. Digital expansion, mental health, remote work and ministry, new ministry models, purpose-driven business, technology and faith integration, and then artificial intelligence. And of course, I did not add, and so I did not add number 8, the sharing economy. So I'm gonna just put that up there right now so that we'll have that. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part. And if you're looking for a coach for ministry and the marketplace, and you're trying to navigate in 2024, you want to do more ministry or you want to do more marketplace, you want to navigate between the two, you want to be successful, then reach out to me, contact me, let me coach you through this. All right. I've got 40 years of experience in ministry and 14 years of experience in the marketplace as a writer, an author, a publisher, a coach, and a mentor. All right. God bless you. Happy New Year. I hope to see you for the 3 days prophetic encounter that starts tomorrow.